For coming out, we've got head coach Gavin Peterson. He'll start us off with an opening statement. Then we've got Gianna Neepkins and Reese Ross. And then after coach's statement, we'll open up for questions.
Great. Great win for our team against a really good Montana State team who came in undefeated. They're going to compete for the Big Sky Championship, no doubt in my mind. So it was a good, gritty performance by us. Slow starts. We just got to continue to find that flow within our offense, moving the basketball, playing for each other, and then getting excited off those type of plays. We won every quarter, challenged them, that we had to get off to a good start, and I think we did that in every quarter. We just got to eliminate some of those lapses that appeared during the course of the game. But, I thought our kids gave everything Friday night. Yesterday was a little dead just because of, I think, the situation, which is to be expected, and I knew that. So today was going to be a little bit more. Had to find that juice, and we were able to do so over the course of 4 periods, and I'm just proud of them again for continuing to show up, be resilient, and just get the job done.
Reese, you lead the team in rebounds despite coming off the bench. What do you credit your success on the boards to as far as just being number one on the team?
I think it just starts off by, what can I do that someone else can't? Just, separating myself in a different aspect and what can I do to bring something different to the team? And I think one thing that I do best is my rebounding, and I take a lot of pride in that. And Gavin talks every day, being elite, whether that's on offensive end, defensive end, and I think I've earned the title of being an elite rebounder, and I just take a lot of pride in that. And it's something that not a lot of people go out and do very well, so I just go out there and do my thing.
Gianna, you had 20 points tonight. How did you prepare for today's game, and how are you going to prepare going into Mississippi State and Notre Dame?
I think it makes it easy when my teammates find me. So just like Gavin said, just trying to find the flow in our offense and kind of just getting back to hitting sidelines, hitting high leads, getting the ball moving. And we're playing some great teams, but I think it just is one day at a time, focusing on each team. We can't look ahead too far or else we will miss the first game. So just locking in day by day.
Mai's a few games now into things with you guys. How do you feel like she's starting to fit in and evolve in what you guys are doing?
Yeah, I think she's settling into her own. There's a few things that we continually challenge her with, and she makes strides to becoming better in those categories. So you love to see it. These guys will tell you, I've said for many, many years that they've been around me, it's just, we as a program, we're not trying to peak at the end of November or in December. It's a journey, and Maite is coming along, progressing, finding her way. But, our offense is so much better when we can establish that paint presence, and she can give it to us. Once she establishes it, I think her and Jenna are great in that. And then Sam fills a role that she's got to be a rock star in her role. Same with Reese. So that type of rotation for the 4s and 5s, it's huge. They're all different, and they all can bring a little bit different to the table, and it gives our opponents that much more to think about. So I love where she's at. We're going to continue to push her. And the thing with post play is you always want to be reliable. You always want to be the person that your guards can count on to catch a pass, to finish a layup. And those are the things that we remind all our posts every single day. Just be that reliable post player, that inside presence, and then I think we're going to just hit our stride.
You emptied the bench, had a lot of different combos of girls coming in and out of the game. Are you still trying to figure out what the lineups are going to be, or was it just a product of what Montana State was doing?
I think I didn't do a good job Friday night. We had a lot of key players play a lot of minutes, and I missed opportunities to play some of our other players that need to be put in that type of environment and those type of games to prepare them for Big 12 play. So that's my intention, Now, make no mistake about it. We still, when you step on the floor, we're playing Utah basketball. We can't turn over the ball. You've got to take great quality shots. We got to play with pace without rushing. So all those things I'm going to hold them accountable to. But I made a conscious effort tonight to make sure that these guys who played a lot of minutes, both of them, on Friday night, I was like, well, we're not going to just rely on them just to win by 40. Like, that does no good to us in the long run. So, yeah, pretty intentional. I will continue to get better at it. It's a good and bad thing. Like, we have a lot of good players on our team. We can beat you in many different ways. I've got to settle into a rotation that is earned and the trust is earned during practice time, but we don't get much practice until we come back from the Cayman Islands. So until then, we're just going to be figuring it out on the fly.
So Anesh had just hit 400 career assists tonight. She had 8 on the night. So G and Reese kind of touch on what it's like being on the court with her and how she affects the game in our offense.
Yeah, I mean, I think ever since, I've just seen her, obviously been here since freshman year with her, so seeing her grow and, to the player she is, it's been so fun to play with her. She plays with so much pace, and as a team that can shoot the ball, get inside, that's all you want to do is be able to get up and down the floor, so it makes a lot of fun. But also something that I'm really proud of Nesh is she gets a tough defensive assignment every single night, and we count on her every single night, and tonight she did a great job. She held her person 1 for 12. So, she's just someone we can trust. She's going to make the right reads on offense, but defensively, she's an absolute dog, so.
And I just like to touch base on, her leadership. Being a 5, we play a lot together. I'm inbounding the ball with her, and we just have, a genuine connectivity. And I appreciate her communication and just her leadership. She's always pushing players through and on the weak side and just always communicating and knowing what's going on. Not only does she know her role, she knows the 1 through the 5. And, I don't think a lot of people know that as a point guard. So I just wanted to touch base on that and say we really appreciate, what she does because she has the hardest job on the court by far.
Gavin, you touched on you guys are heading to the Cayman Islands this week. What are all 3 of you looking forward to, and what's kind of the goal coming out of that?
You guys are going to laugh, but the plane ride, because I'll probably fall asleep, and I'll get sleep. This one never sleeps, so I don't know, but honestly, I'm looking forward to the plane ride.
I think the holiday tournaments are always really fun, but it's great competition out there, and then you're in a nice little place, so when you aren't focused on basketball, you can enjoy the sun.
I'm also
Not too much of the sun.
No,
Little by
just
little,
a
little by little.
I'm going to come back with a nice tan. That's a goal. No, I'm looking forward to playing some high-level competition. I think it's a great opportunity early in the season just to, get a chance and compete at a very high level and see where we need to work on moving forward because these are not, moments that everybody gets. So taking these and seeing what we can learn from them so we can apply them in March when tournament time comes.
Yeah, Coach, last year you did the Alaska trip. This comes as a favor for Alyssa. Is the trip down to the Caribbean a favor to another player?
All of us.
Yeah, it's a reward. Yeah, it's a reward. We just had we've had some just unlucky things happen over the last few years with tournaments for whatever reason, and this one was another one that almost fell through. Not many people know, but it was something that we just wanted to do something rewarding for the players. We didn't get to go on a foreign tour this past summer, just it was chaotic. So instead of that, it was like, okay, we're gonna have to do something to really make it not only test ourselves basketball-wise, but also kind of bring our team together. And lo and behold, I might be looking forward to that too, just connecting as a team and hanging out together. And, we enjoy each other's company. And sometimes I think it's coming at the right time. We got to remind ourselves, we actually like each other. Yeah. No matter how hard we are on each other in between the lines, it's still basketball and it's fun and we get to do it together. These are where the memories are made that last a lifetime.
How much advance notice did you get prior to Coach Roberts making the announcement?
Well, she told me on Sunday, and we had our student athletes, our team's best interests at mind. We wanted them to be able to play Monday's game, not distracted. That's the truth. And we didn't want to put them in a weird situation where now you got to go play a game. Can't postpone the game. Got to play it. And then when we told the team on Tuesday, you know, I don't think they knew that I was going to be named the head coach. So I think when it was announced, I think at least some of it maybe provided a little bit of stability and like just maybe some calming effect of like, oh, well, at least we're not getting a new coach that we don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't speak for them, but
No, thank God.
that's
So
what,
this is Sunday, so it's been roughly a week?
what is today, Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my head's been spinning for an entire week. Yep.
How many practices have you had in that time?
Well, we were off on Tuesday.
Three.
We had Wednesday, Thursday, but I had a lot going on as well that we had to go and lock back in our 2025 class, which we did. Yeah, let's go. And so there was a lot. So even though we practiced Wednesday and Thursday, there wasn't a lot. And then yesterday's practice, I just knew because of the emotions of the week, because they kids gave it, they're all on Friday night, and the way the game played out, I knew it was going to be a little flatline, which is human nature, man. That's just, I was yawning. I was tired.
It's an easy game to look past too after what happened last
Yeah, and so I'm exactly, and so I'm glad our kids, you know, came out. We're dialed in. I gotta watch the film, but I think I can honestly say for the most part they were dialed in with our game plan.
So you really haven't had a day off?
Just maybe in end of March, maybe or April, right?
Yeah.
That's normal. These guys know me.
Yeah.
I'm always in. I'm always working. They know that.
Well, thank you guys again
Thank you
so much
guys.
for being here. We appreciate your support and
Thank
coverage.
you guys.